Black on Track. This is a track from Hangover Hill Records. So, yeah, this is the thing. I've recorded a lot of musicians in Hangover Hill over the last few years, and I've always struggled to write my own songs. I've co-written thousands of songs with people, but when I'm on my own and I try to do a song, it just seems to go nowhere. Anyway, that changed this week. I've been trying for about a month to get this song to end, and this week I finally recorded it. I hope you like this. If you got dogs, you're definitely going to like it. It's called If You Could Talk. It's on Bandcamp. Look for Matt Black, Piano Man.
You tilt your head when I'm feeling low. Sit beside me like you somehow know. Your eyes say more than words ever could. But if only I understood. Are you dreaming of bones or chasing the breeze? Or wondering why I cry on nights like these? If you could talk, what would you say? Would you tell me you love me every day? Would you ask where I go and beg me to stay? Oh, if only you could talk, we'd never run out of things to say. You'd be my best friend in every way. Well, you already are, but still I pray that someday you might talk. Bark at shadows and stare at the door, like you sense things I can't ignore. I laugh and ask what's going on, but you just wag and carry on. Do you know that I need you more than you know? You've healed parts of me I never show. If you could talk, what would you share? Would you tell me secrets you keep in there? Would you say you're scared when I'm not there? Oh, if only you could talk, I'd always listen, I swear. I'd give you treats for every thought you dare to share. Right here, right now, or anywhere. Just talk to me, maybe words would ruin the spell. Maybe silence suits us well. But still, I wish deep down inside for just one bark that clarifies. If you could talk just for a while, would you say my name and maybe smile? Tell me this whole time you've known my style. Oh, if only you could talk, you'd make my whole life worthwhile. But you already do, just by being you. Still I dream of that day, just us two. When you talk. But till then I'll read your eyes and ears, try to understand your hopes and fears. Yeah, you don't talk, but you speak so well.
Matt Black, Piano Man, and If You Could Talk, out now. Matt Black. He's not American. His name just sounds better that way. The music business currently is absolutely difficult to get noticed. You can be the best artist in the world, but it's all about the promotion. And one of the things that help there is the support from things like Earmilk, Atwood Magazine, Notion, and BBC Bristol, etc. Well, Chasing Kites from Bristol have been noticed by these people. They formed only in 2021 and quickly established themselves as sold-out live shows across the UK to boot. This is a great track called Luna, which came out on the 20th of June. Check this out.
most of our friends. You turn to me. Why can't you see? Luna, it's been nice to meet you. Luna, I feel I'm going under. I know you won't go that way. With me I say that. Luna, it's been nice to meet you. I hear your voice in the wind as winter turns into spring. Cross the line, and we're out of time. Luna, it's been nice to meet you. Luna, I feel I'm going under. I know you won't go that way. With me I say that. Luna, it's been nice to meet you. I'm holding on to say that the dreams I had in vain I found not so long when you're around. The night it sculpts your face in ways I can't explain. I found not so long when you're around. With me I say that. Luna, it's been nice to meet you. Luna, I feel I'm going under. I know you won't go that way. With me I say that. Luna, it's been nice to meet you. You won't go that way. You won't go that way.
Chasing Kites and Luna, that's out right now.
Hey man, the latest thingamajiggy tracks up, dropping off the planet. The latest thing, Daddy-o, man.
Just previously I was talking about how difficult it is to get into the music business, but also one way of doing it is to create a sound of your own. And one way of doing that is to make the sound of everything that you've ever heard. Well, these guys, they're called The White House, spelled with a Y. They're from Canada, multi-genre that blends elements of country, hip-hop and soul music. Over 3 million streams on platforms. More than a musical project, it's more like a community. This is a track called Old Oak Tree, and it came out on the 13th of June this year. This is brilliant.
Under that old oak tree, where we used to be, where we used to be, where we used to be, under northern lights in the summer skies, where we used to be, where we used to be, where we used to be, under northern lights in the summer skies. It's been a while since I've been home, ain't nothing changed except we've all grown old. I've been getting this homesick feeling, I've been craving that home cooked seasoning. I remember like it's yesterday. we used to be, where we used to be, where we used to be, under northern lights and the summer skies, where we used to be, where we used to be, where we used to be, under northern lights and the summer skies, where we used to be, where we used to be, where we used to be, under northern lights and the summer skies. Under that old oak tree.
The White House and Old Oak Tree.
Black on Track.
Taking you back in time.
It's Flash Black. So Flash Black this week consists of an interview we did with Flickertail. Absolutely incredible interview. We thought we'd go back a couple of years to tell you what all about it. Here it comes.
This is the moment where Mac Black talks to people around the world. This is Black Chat.
The show you're listening to is Black on Track. We're all about music from around the world that's being released right now. Sometimes we go back in time, sometimes we're right up to date. But right up to date is where we are right now, but also probably the furthest away on the planet that we can possibly be. But on the end of the line right now, I've got Liam from Flickertail. Hi Liam, how are you?
I'm doing great, mate. How are you?
I'm brilliant, fantastic. It's great to hear an Australian accent. I always smile when that happens. How's the weather over there?
Yeah, phenomenal. Actually, no, the weather at home is terrible, but I'm in France right now, and it's lovely.
Brilliant. Well, at least it's following you about. That's fantastic. Music related in France, or is it just a holiday?
No, pure pleasure. We were locked up for 2 years, and so I took the first chance I could to get out.
Absolutely brilliant idea. So, onto the band, Flickertail. There's a lot of energy in that. That's the fun part of music, isn't it?
It's the most fun part, but it's also the most important part.
Absolutely true. I agree with you 100%. Okay, so the band started off doing all of the local bars, the booze dens of Sydney, but then you decided to break out. You obviously got a following and felt confident enough to sort of, let's show the world what we've got a little bit more. And that was a big step. Do you feel that really worked for you?
Yeah, absolutely. So really what it came down to was that we've been playing in Sydney, all of us who are in the band in various incarnations for a long time. So we kind of knew everyone who was coming to see us, and we were regularly selling out smaller venues, but we're finding it hard to break into larger ones. If you could draw a circle around Sydney, that's about 5 hours worth of driving. There are enough major cities that you can stop playing Sydney every week, start playing it once every couple of months or 4 times a year, and start playing in other places, building an audience there. And then that way, when you come home, it's a bit more of an effort. And it went so well that we were doing things like playing in little towns like Dubbo, where it's about 6-7 hours drive west of Sydney. Yeah. And we were staying at the same venue as we played the first time we ever played there. And we literally had to send 2 of the boys back to the hotel room to start printing more CDs. And then what happened was people would start travelling into Sydney. So people who'd seen us in Newcastle, which is about 2.5 hours north, or Wollongong, which is about an hour south, would travel in to see us play the bigger shows in Sydney.
From there on, the world is your oyster, isn't it? Have you got any plans to, obviously, you're in France holidaying right now, but what about other countries apart from Australia?
Yeah, so it's a tricky one to answer that one, because what went out was that, and effectively after we'd done that recording, the drummer bailed, and then obviously the lockdown happened. So people's lives have moved on in very different ways. 2 of the boys are getting married. Yeah, it's a very different landscape. The whole the romance of hopping into a van with 3 of your friends, eating bad food for a week, is
I'm feeling homesick already.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a little different when you got more mouths to feed.
Yeah, I 100% agree. We all grow up at some point, at least not in our heads, but outside in the real world we do. You're absolutely right with that, though. But at least nowadays, you're getting the records out there. What was the record you've just released?
It's called Afterlife. Right. It was from an idea that I had. All my favourite records as a kid were live albums.
Right.
So Thin Lizzy's Live and Dangerous, AC/DC at Donington, The Who live at Leeds, Kiss Alive, Kiss Alive 2, Kiss Alive 3,
yeah,
Kiss Alive 4. And I wanted to do a live album, but obviously we weren't playing arenas, so you couldn't have you can have the really cool live album where you're playing,
Yeah.
you know, a massive arena show to 40,000 people.
Right.
Because we were told so frequently that we were much better live than we were in the studio.
Right.
I was, well, why don't we just make a live album in the studio? Why don't we just record 2 guitars, bass, drums, and video it? And the original plan was for us to do a video EP of us performing all the songs live in the studio. So what you can hear on the record that's out now, and the singles that have come out, and they've been doing quite well on the radio, at least over your way.
Yeah.
And that's all live. That's all what you would have heard if you'd come to see us in a pub or a bar or a club, or any of the gigs that we did is effectively those 5 songs played that way.
Yeah.
So it's genuinely is like no double tracking, but it's about as close as you could get to standing in a room watching us play.
I think that's absolutely awesome. I think that's absolutely brilliant. So what is the name of the single?
So the last one that's come out, I believe, was Small Town BBC Murder Mysteries. The EP is called Afterlife.
Yeah.
But we felt that the material was strong enough to put out 5 singles, which
Wow.
is not, which once upon a time you never would have done. Do you know what I mean? I think, but these days, you know, people like hearing one song at a time. I personally am an old school. I personally like to sit down and listen to an entire album.
Yeah.
But I recognize that not everyone feels that way anymore. So what we did was just write the best songs that we could. And we worked with Golden Robot Records to put them out. You can listen to them all in one place in the order that we recorded them in.
So which one should we play for anyone who hasn't heard of you yet?
I think you should play Evidence of Life. It's my favorite song off the record.
Evidence of Life, which we're going to play for you now. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon, Liam. Thank you, and taking your time out of your holiday. It's great to hear about the background of the music for Flickertail.
Thanks for having me, mate. I really enjoyed it.
That's great, and likewise we did too. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Evidence of Life by Flickertail.
Black Chat.
God, I missed your smiling face and how we terrorized this lifeless place with dirty jokes and clean press quotes. We sing out loud until we croak, raise our voices straight to road to a serenade. I wanna feel some real elation. I want sleep deprivation. I wanna stain my reputation and make it right some other night. And I sing away the night. I do my best to find some evidence of life. Don't surrender to despair. Barely have a cent to spare, but I think we should spend it all on cigarettes and alcohol, on silly games and Adderall, illicit love affairs. I wanna feel some real elation. I want sleep deprivation. I wanna stain my reputation and make it right some other night. And I sing away the night. I do my best to. I sing away the night. Try my best to find some evidence of life. In someone else's home, terrorize these streets, who never could be quite discreet, and rattle chaff amongst the wheat, and truth in stereo. I wanna feel some real elation, I wanna sleep deprivation, I wanna stain my reputation and make it right so for the night. And I sing away the night, I do my best to sing away the night, try my best to find some evidence of life.
Black Chat. Black on Track.
A new track from Hangover Hill just recently. We were working with Jace. She recorded something as a young lady some time ago, but now she's got a new track out called Pretty Baby. It's not for release just yet, but here it is.
The latest track from Hangover Hill.
Empty promises you can't keep, open-ended lies fed in my sleep. Said I loved you, but damn I was weak. Regretful, endless nights I'd seek, and just to keep you close, keep you on side. Scrunch the paper, go and grab me a light. Words unspoken and secrets I'll hide. Don't tell the boy I'm coming tonight. I'm hiding, and I tell you I'm on my long way home. And leave me standing in the dark all alone. I guess it's more fun when I'm more prone to laugh, to cry, to scream, to moan. And pretty baby, you're not the one, but I'll keep you around for fun, and kick you down when what's done is done. The blood can flow, and you're no one. You took, thought you molded for sure. No, I've grown to spite you. Illegal offenses will come back to bite you. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. I'm not like you.
recorded at Hangover Hill there. That was Jace, Jace, and Pretty Baby. You can't get it just yet, but we'll let you know when it's out on release.
Matt Black. The perfect face for radio.
Now, an artist who's truly multinational, Absinthe Green. It started out as a project in 2016 of the songwriter and producer Irene Absinthe Green in Dortmund in Germany. Moved back to Greece now and met some amazing musicians and producers around her, which now has created the whole band. This track you're going to hear now is called June 27th. It's actually released June 27th, 2025. She wrote it in her darkest hour, but as ever, music has made the best out of a bad situation right here.
June 27, I'm alive, sipping on this drink of wine. Wasted till I'm 35, I forgot to breathe. Sitting in this empty room, wasting every afternoon. But your picture on the wall is making me believe. Always searching, never right. Every step takes me behind. I'm a shadow of this world I didn't choose to be in. 27, I'm alive, sipping on this drink of wine. Wasted till I'm 35, I forgot to breathe. And all I ever wanted was you. No, I didn't think it through. All I ever wanted was you. There's nothing more to say till June 28, I'm still awake. How many blows can your heart take? Can drown the sorrow one would like to throw my mind to waste. Bloodshot eyes, restless mind, a photo blooming but I am blind. The wall around me painted black, the walls are closing in. June 29, I'm still alive, but I can't get off this crush dive. My head is spinning, gushing deep, I'm on a tree derailed. Always searching, never right. Every step takes me behind. I'm a shadow of this world I didn't choose to be in. And all I ever wanted was you. No, I didn't think it through. All I ever wanted was you. There's nothing more to say to you.
Track, an incredible band, Absinthe Green from Greece, and June 27. That's out right now. What a track.
Matt Black. He'll send you a signed photo. It'll keep the kids away from the fireplace.
This is a fantastic project. It's new to us here. The artist is called Rye Catchers, indie songwriter, producer, who has actually used a lot of session musicians and multi-genres to get this track out. It really is something quite special. It's one of those ones you will hear it once, you've remembered it. Its work has been featured on BBC Radio 1, CBC, numerous college radio stations, and now it's here on Black on Track. Just as a heads up, listen out for the bass solo in this track.
Questions pin me to the ground. and I cannot mend my broken crown. Walls surround and block the sky. I'm a prisoner of my mind, feeling that I cannot pass the test. You mastermind, twisted and invisible, that I must unwind. Bound by irresistible, your charms are undefined. Haunted by words each night, I'm a prisoner of my mind. Questions pull me to the ground, and I cannot bend my broken crown. Nightmares gallop across the sky. I'm a prisoner of my own mind, feeling that I cannot pass the test. You mastermind, twisted and invisible, that I must unwind. Bound by irresistible, your charms are undefined. Haunted by words each night, I'm a prisoner of my mind. Questions pin me to the ground, and I cannot mend my broken crown. Feeling that I cannot pass the test. You mastermind, twisted and invisible, that I must unwind. Bound by irresistible, your charms are undefined. Haunted by words each night. Prisoner of my mind. When you go, you'll be walking alone. Haunted by your words each night. A prisoner of your mind. When you go, I won't look back. Feeling that you cannot pass because of history in my mind. My mind.
Right Catchers and Prisoner, that's out right now.
Black on Track.
It's a fascinating job here listening to music that's being released, especially when you hear new music, and you always wonder which guys are going to be the absolute legends that we listen to still nowadays. Well, these guys have really got all the ingredients to be the next Eagles, I think. The Damn Shames is what they're called, from Kentucky, and they are a through and through unapologetic true rockers. The track you're going to hear is called Quitting Time. It comes from their debut album, Trailers on the Bricks, which was released on the 20th of June. This is great.
30-something days on a 12-hour shift and another mighty mountain of a Monday. Working like a dog on a 7-year itch, ain't no belly scratching coming your way. Are you ready? Set and ready. Drop that line just like a bat out of hell. From a Chevy, already hear the starting bell. Well, if you could
The Damn Shames and Quit in Time.
Please check your mailbox. A new message has arrived.
To get your music on this radio station,
Message from the dark side there is.
go to Black on Track Radio Show on Facebook. If we like it, we'll play it.
Transfer complete.
Your electronic messages have arrived.
Well, many musicians would say it's hard to make a living at being in music, but there are a lot of ways of doing it, and this particular artist has really sort of nailed it, I think. Message to Bears is the musical alias of an English composer and multi-instrumentalist called Jerome Alexander, renowned for creating cinematic soundscapes that blend ambient, folk, post-rock, electronic influences all in there. He really does have it. He works a lot for television and films, and you'll understand why in a minute. This is called River Calls. It was out on the 20th of June. So evocative. Message to Bears and River Calls. That's out now.
Hey, you know what I like to do when I get home from a hard day? I put the radio on, close my eyes, and listen to Black on Track. Join the revolution, baby. Yeah.
So The Cuts has released a new record preceding their festival appearances on the Isle of Wight and Glastonbury, which you should have seen by now, Green Gathering they're also at as well. They've got a new, fresh, uplifting direction and an evolving sound that they've got. This really has got some grit in it as well. Released via Criminal Records label, Seven hints at a new chapter in the cuts genre. This is called Seven's 20th of June is when it came out. This is absolutely gritty. Hold on to your hats and probably put a seatbelt on as well. The Cut and Seven's brilliant track. Black on Track. We're staying with the amps turned up to 11 for the next band who we haven't played yet on Black on Track. We're making that good now. Tess and the Details are from San Francisco. They call themselves melodic punk, and you'll get what that means. They've toured all over California, Portland and more. This is called Take Me Alive, came out on the 13th of June.
Are you having fun yet? Are you even there? You're too busy being careful, feeling so don't care. Why do people look so nervous when they walk across the street? They think their life's a war and they've accepted their defeat. Everything looks stupid when they're weak and so retreat from reality. Take me alive, take me alive. Your tears can't hold me back no more. I'm running circles out the door tonight.
Technology works best when people can repair all the screens and televisions that put bags under their eyes. Will anybody like me? Oh no, how will I survive if I'm singing to a track with nobody to harmonize? Do I even exist? Take me alive, take me alive. Your tears can't hold me back no more. I'm running circles out the door tonight. Take me alive, take me alive. Your tears can't hold me back no more. I'm walking out the door tonight. Tears can't hold me, tears can't hold me. I'm walking out the door tonight. Take me alive, take me alive. Your tears can't hold me back no more. Tears won't hold me back no more. Bye.
Bye-bye. Test the details and take me alive. You're listening to Black on Track. 2 hours of original releases every week. Join the revolution. Fantastic story here. Creeps is spelled Creepzz, a hip-hop artist from Thetford in the UK. His journey is of resilience and transformation. Basically, his father asked him to not to use violence, go into music. He's done that. This is what it sounds like. Vibe and bubble.
Yeah. And we vibe and we bubble and we party. And we vibe and we bubble and we party and we bubble. So we vibe and we bubble and we party. I just wanna know how you're feeling now. And we vibe and we bubble and we party. I just wanna know how it's going down. Cause we bubble and we party and we vibe. We bubble and we party and we vibe in the night. In a place where the energy is right, where it's nice and the sun's in the sky. And everybody's on the positive vibe. So raise your glass in the air and keep it moving. It feels right just to have a good time. So keep bubbling up and stay positive. And keep the good times flowing. So never look back. Cause we bubble up and party and we vibe. Party and we vibe, party and we vibe.
Say we vibe and bubble up the party. Island. Say we vibe and bubble up the party. Yeah, me vibe and bubble up the party. Don't stop, yeah. Say me vibe and bubble up the party. It's an island vibe. You vibe and bubble up the party. Don't stop, don't stop. All my life, I'm giving the vibe, living the life of a party. I'm living my life, the life of the party. My life different. All my girls are different. Everything I do is different. Yeah, my island vibe is different. Send me vibe and bubble up the party. Yeah, my vibe.
We vibe and we bubble, then we party, then we bubble again. I want a Hennessy shot, I'm feeling on top. I want to double again, give me more of that Ciroc. We want to party till we drop, we want to party till we drop. And if you want a good vibe, then come with us. You can see the sun, trees and the beach. And if you want a good night, then come with us. You can see everything you want to see, sure. You can see anything you want to see, like a dream, like you see it in your mind when you sleep. Come party on the beach in the sun with the sea. Watch the waves, feel the breeze with the team. I just wanna
Say we vibe and bubble up the party.
We just wanna
Island. Say we vibe and bubble up the party.
I just wanna know how you're feeling now.
Say me vibe and bubble up the party.
I just wanna know how it's going down.
Yeah. Say me vibe and bubble up the party.
We just wanna.
It's an island vibe. You vibe and bubble up the party.
It's great to see someone getting out of the hole there. Creeps and Vibe and Bubble. Great track.
Please check your mailbox. A new message has arrived.
To get your music on this radio station.
Message from the dark side there is.
Go to Black on Track Radio Show on Facebook. If we like it, we'll play it.
Transfer complete.
Your electronic messages have arrived.
Headlining today's show is Chase the Bear, a rock band from Canada, 6-piece band with Troy Gilmore on vocals, Leo Gilmore is on guitar, Jordan Phillips is on guitar also, Connor Brooks is on drums, Kevin Parker on keyboards, and Braden Royer is on the bass. This is a track that was released in June this year called Worth Stealing. If you liked this, then Chase the Bear have also released in May, fall, and in August last year, Off Balance. A fantastic track to end this week's show with. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week.
I don't wanna set the world on fire. Your heart was one was stealing. Though you're miles and miles away, miles and miles away, you're still on my brain, still on my brain. Memories on replay, memories on replay. I can't help think about the way you always say my name, always say my name. It sounded sweeter than a summer's day. How I wish nothing changed, but I don't regret our time together. I don't wanna set the world on fire. Your heart was one was stealing. Wanted to let you take me higher. How did we forget that feeling? I remember when we were finished. How easily love can just diminish. How hard it can be to be forgiven when all of the cards are down and you can't calm down. Sorry that you found out like this. Though you're miles and miles away, miles and miles away, this feeling hasn't changed, feeling hasn't changed. I can't explain, I can't escape all this love I've got for you. I don't wanna set the world on fire, but your heart was one was stealing. Wanted to let you take me higher. How did we forget that feeling? I remember when we were finished. How easily love can just diminish. How hard it can be to be forgiven when all of the cards are down and you can't calm down. Words can feel like treason and I seem so unfair. There must have been no reason we left it in despair. I can't help feeling that you never cared. Now there's nothing, nothing about us that's keeping me here. I don't wanna set the world on fire. Do you feel like I'm alive? I found out when we were finished how easily love can just diminish. How hard it can be to be forgiven when all of the cards are down and you can't calm down. I don't wanna set the world on fire. Oh, I don't wanna set the world on fire. Sorry that you found out like this.
Chase the Bear and Worth Stealing. See you next week.
Breaking news. If you want to find out what's happening in the new releases for original music across the world, Black on Track is where it's at.
Data transfer complete. 1 minute till self-destruction.
We hope you've enjoyed listening to Black on Track with Matt Black. It's now time to put him away.
All guards report to the prison yard immediately.
Send in your music to hangoverhill@gmail.com.
Okay, we get it. You're popular.
This is your captain speaking. Flight crew, please prepare for takeoff. Login accepted.
Evacuation sequence activated.
We thank you for joining us on our musical journey. 8, 7,
Autopilot activated.
6,